Hi there. Today we're going to be looking at some construction related documents. It's actually one of the last videos. In the previous video we looked for the our risk assessment and method statement. So today we're gonna look more deeply at it. Actually, it's like I have documents. These are subcontractor safe working method statement. So they contain more information and they're quite related from my previous video. So we just today gonna make a review of these documents. Okay, just let me have a few sec. I'm gonna sort them out. This is actually the pretty new documents. These are the official documents from our company. I received a copy from them not so long ago, and this one is stated just literally a few months ago. So okay, let me put camera. Okay, so let's start with this one. Yeah. So I'm just gonna show it to you. Yeah, camera should be able to film it all. Alright, so subcontractor safe working method statement. This is, as you know, our company's name, project, Cherry Park project, located in Stratford. So this actually is particular on Ram's interior or internal fit out. Yeah. Let's have a just check and read a few points from here. So most important thing here is just on this page, so activity. So installation of internal plasterboard partitions, installation of perimeter plasterboard bulkheads, installation of plasterboard grid ceilings, tape and joint of partitions, basement remedial works, positioning of bathroom pods, installing lagging to SVP. So and as you can see, the works started not so long ago by our company. At this time, here we see the more responsible person, safety risk assessment attached. Yes, it was, I read it to you from my previous video, all checked, all signed. So let's have a look at another one. So this one, next page, it contains the names of the people, just to what are their responsibilities, all signed, all documented. We have here subcontractor health and safety coordinator. Alright, so we have contacts for responsible people on, there are supervisors, project managers, contract managers, project directors. So these people on the right are just they are all from management and they're responsible for one of these points. Right, so hazards. Yeah, definitely we do have some hazards. We have them a lot, as you know, in the construction site. So mostly common are stated here. So let's have a look at the materials. Tools being dropped from height. Definitely, yes. Fall from height, surely, because you can fall and from height. Unauthorized personnel. Well, actually our site is it has all of the designated places, and security, CCTV. So it's really hard to get on site because it's fences everywhere and security cameras, also there. So they're checking everyone, and there is a locked gate. So you will not be able to get there without a pass. Actually, now we're using the pass system, like a card, fingerprint or the card. Alright, what we have, hazards. I'm gonna read you more hazards. So poor housekeeping, slip, trips and falls, definitely, as everywhere. Damage planned in the equipment, hand injuries, cuts, abrasions and crashing. Using hand tools, abrasions, strains, sprains. Yeah, so this list states all of the potential hazards. Well, maybe not all of them, but most of them. Alright, let's have a look. The next page, we continue, and so we have risk assessments for all of the following. I'm not just gonna read you all of the risk assessment on every topic, but I'm just gonna read you the basic topics here. So right now, coronavirus, use of muffet truck, hand tools, hand injuries, slips, trips and falls, unauthorized personnel, fall from height, and materials being dropped from height. So basically it's the same point as is in the previous, just the more detailed points of the previous top of this topic. Alright, so we have another one. I'm gonna show you. As you can see here, subcontractor safe working method statement. Training required for the activities carried out by illegal contracts include. So this is our company. They must provide training for all people working on site on this topic. So it depends on the activities carried out, but mainly all of the people need site induction. All people, definitely working with CSCS, training manual handling for all operatives, triple STS and SMSTS, EPAF, PASMA, face fit for masks, abrasive wheel for cutting, working at height, safety harness awareness. So basically we've covered these points in the previous video. Here they have a little more in-depth comments on these pages. Also, training required, for example, managers here in method statement, they tell that managers should have black cards and SMSTS course. Supervisor should have gold supervisor's cards, it's NVQ level 3. Or the managers, it's NVQ6, 7, 6 managers, 7 senior manager. Like in supervisor, they not specify which kind of gold card you need. It's okay if you have level 3 or level 4. Level 3 for just overlooking specialist work supervisor, and the 4 is for all of the site, for all of the construction site. CSCS must be task specific, so definitely which task you're doing, on that should be your card or NVQ. Yellow visitor cards not allowed to work on site, so visitor cards no. Alright, I checked, I have read you this one. Let's go to the next one. Actually it's a very kind of long list, but in this video I'm gonna just stay more in detail of. I'm gonna explain more what they mean. So from the previous points, some fall from height, unauthorized personnel, damage, tools, plant, and so on. So I'm just gonna we're just gonna look right now from well, if not from all points, but I'm gonna show you all the pages just to record this video, So we just have a look. For now we're looking to plant and equipment here. So portable drills, and it's on the right, it says what should be what should be used with this plant, with the tools, for example, for cleaning, class M vacuum cleaners and brushes, brooms for clearing up, floor to be welted down prior to sweeping dust, Vacuum activities, industrial grade. So just to clean the dust, we should use the vacuum cleaners, like the construction, the professional dust cleaners. It's all like stated in this method statement in our subcontractor working method statement. Right, so high impact resistant goggles to be worn when using grinders and impact guns. Dust masks, yes, at least double FP3. It's a basic respirator, just the first grade of respirator. Not so good. By my knowledge, it filters about some 70 or 80% of dust, but still better than some medical, dust, or which basically don't provide you any protection. Alright, toolboxes to have soft closures, rams, task lightning where applicable, tethers, lanyards for tool when working at height. So it's all stated here. Safety harnesses for working at height. Very important point, all access equipment must have SCAF tag, which are inspected and signed off weekly, and additional inspections carried out if necessary. So every week, as I told you, we need to supervisor needs to look at the towers, look at all the erected the towers. They needs to be signed and checked on a weekly basis. Cartridge tools, for example, gas operated, some nail tools, they need to be locked in a secure lock box. As I told you, we are just locking them in toolboxes, so everything's good here. It says, for example, empty gas cartridges to be disposed in a segregated locked wheelie bins, in a separate, and then the other waste. This is to be controlled by a nominated person, So air jacks with compressors to be used for positioning or bathroom pods. It's actually a very detailed list, and I'm gonna go through it. Right, so certificates for plant and equipment to be filled in and approved, issued to Westfield prior to taking into site. It's just another page. You see subcontractor safe working method statement. Use of Muffet truck for deliveries, tether for tools and chin straps for hats. We're working on height, or for example on scaffolds. We don't work on scaffolds, but this method statements shows all of the information and all of the how to do it safely, responsibly. So if you read it all, you will have deep understanding of what you should expect, how you should react, what should you do, to work safely and to overlook the others to work safely, because this is one of the important, if not the most important things, to stay safe. That's what this all about. We all need to get back home safely, and in ideal situation, without injuries, without no incident, accidents, without nothing. We just go to work, we do our job, we go back home safely, and that's how we work every day. All right, so what we have also method of work. See attached risk assessment and method statement below. It's kind of the same info I read you in a previous video, but we're just gonna go through it just here also, because this method statement goes more deeply, and I'm gonna cover more points of it. So sequence of work explained, just partitions, ceilings, bulkheads, ceiling and corridors, and then tape and joint. This point here we can see for temporary works. Regular, we can see that regular weekly document inspection shall be in place. TW designs drawings with the approval signature. It shall be displayed on work areas, so everything is pretty serious because it is how it is, it's a serious work, and all of the, like, every working aspect should be covered, and we have it covered in our statements, assessments, Okay, I have read you. Yes, 6. We have about the same amount to go. I'm gonna just look for the which page just to go next. Alright, doesn't matter, we can go from here. Yeah, so PPE and working at height, we're gonna cover it more. Yeah, so have what we must wear: helmets, approved glasses, high vis, finger protection gloves, safety footwear. On the right, I'm gonna read you now more detailed requirements. So, for example, safety boots must have midsole protection and ankle support. Impact-resistant goggles to be worn at all times. Cut-free-resistant gloves to be worn at all times. When using insulation, cutting concrete, and so on, plasterboard, at least double FP3 masks to be used, dust mask, noise protection you should also use. In defenders, you should use ear defenders with a noise reduction of 20-30 will be required when using noise generating equipment. Alright, high vis definitely we know, safety helmets, glasses. All employees will wear PPE laid down in the site induction as per task specific risk assessments. So working at height, I'm gonna just read it to you from here. I'm gonna place the camera. Okay, so working at height, permit must be obtained from permit manager. So if you want to work at height, you need definitely a permit. Permit to be obtained through field wire. So just some system. Basically, you just need to go to the office and ask for the managers, or just go and later on you'll have some access to a system called field wire, and so from there you can request a permit. Mobile aluminum scaffold towers and mutes are to be used to gain access to working at height. All scaffolds and access equipment are to be created and inspected by a PASMA trained competent operative. So what it is saying is just everyone should be competent to perform some tasks. For example, to erect the tower, you need to be PASMA or and the PAF trained, and competent definitely to have experience to do so. Let's have a read on another page. So this one is we have here lifting equipment, we have permits to work for what are they required, we have access on lightnings, manual handling. So just we're gonna we're gonna look for. Alright, so lifting equipment, current 12-month thorough examination certificate or EC declaration of conformity for new equipment. So what it is saying that for lifting equipment such as pallet trucks, we are required to overdo some tests to use them safely. So, next, permits to work. Definitely we do require them for hot works. For that hot works, that's something that can catch fire easily. Cutting, cutting with the saw, with the electrical saws. Working at height, definitely we need to obtain, but we, as subcontractors who are working inside, we need this. We're getting these permits, but they're valid for, I believe, for 1 month or something like that. step ladders we're not using. Access and lighting. Access to the building will be via the approved walkways already established. Access to work area will be using podium, a mobile aluminum scaffold or MUPS. Desk lighting will be provided by our company. Alright, so we have one more here. It's about manual handling, and we will go later on to the next one. It's just the main points stated everywhere that we should avoid the need for hazardous manual handling so far as it's reasonably practicable. Access the risk of injury from any hazardous manual handling that can be avoided. Reduce the risk of injury from injury from hazardous manual handling so far it is reasonably practicable. Provide training information, provide risk assessment. So this one is gonna be in more detailed. This is a safe system of work assessment. I believe we already were looking for it, or it will be provided a little bit at the end of the page. Yeah, we're gonna go then to another one. Okay, we have about 4 pages. Let me just quickly check. 20. Yeah, we have. Yep. Alright, so let's stop on the housekeeping, on noise vibration, and on traffic management a little bit deeper. So, as clean as you go policy will be enforced at all stages of the works. So this is for the housekeeping. Minimal waste will be generated during these works, but any that it is will be segregated and disposed correctly. So housekeeping and general tidiness of the work area will be prioritized at all times. All tools and equipment will be brought to the works area at the start of the shift and removed to a secure area at the end of each day. Material and plant will not be left unattended at any time. So it just covers all of our housekeeping statement, you know. It's basically not something that we didn't know, but you know, this goes more into detail with this information. So I'll just read you a few more. Noise. Provide daily baseline monitoring arrangements and continuous long-term monitoring. Provide daily records. Vibration. Provide daily monitoring. Correct type of tools. Alright, so I'm gonna now read the points and I'm gonna show them to you actually. Daily hand arm vibration syndromes assessment to be carried out by aerial site manager and field saved into SharePoint for records. So noise protection, such as for example ear defenders with an SNR of 2030 might be worn when using chop saw for this task. Our chop saw will be contained within an armor guard cutting station, which reduces noise and dust levels emitted from cutting operations. So it all states how we are handling the noise and vibration issues. Alright, we go next to the traffic management. Explain wheel arrangements, explain your company arrangement on site. Yes. All the deliveries to be coordinated with site manager and booked in advance using brought into site in conjunction with the site logistics plan. So that covered a little bit of the deliveries. Alright, so we have a last point here and we have a few points remaining. Just 1 second. Yeah, so protection of others. I'm gonna read this point to you. No hazard tape are to be used on wheel projects. No harass type fencing are to be used on wheel projects. As mentioned in the ramps, all areas Erigo will be working in shall be cordoned off with the use of plastic Chapter 8 pedestrian barriers. So what is saying here that, for example, it's just well, basically our pedestrian and machinery ways are separate. So and wherever it's not separate, they're just with the barriers, so you just will not go into the just forklift or something like that. Alright, and the last ones we have here, we're gonna look at the emergency arrangements. We're gonna go and look which person have a first aid training here on our site. Some COSH, control of hazardous substances, and this will be this will be it. Alright, so just the emergency procedures, the emergency arrangements. So explain well arrangements, explain the company arrangements on site, explain your company arrangements on site, provide a 4-color copy of roadmap to hospital. This A4-color copy of roadmap to hospital is usually displayed on the boards, on the notice boards on site. Yeah. So in the event of accident, incident, or emergency, the site supervisor will notify the area manager, our manager, and will follow the site-specific emergency plan. So our personnel will comply with all directions and instructions given. Second one, the health and safety manager, first aider, or site supervisor will assemble at the site of an incident and will provide aid and access to the injured person. If there is no danger to the injured person, the injured person should be left until the ambulance arrived. Alright. A trained first aider will administer first aid. Section supervisor will coordinate crowd control. A general operative appointed by supervisor will wait at the site entrance. So basically, it's all of the emergency procedures. They are all in our risk assessment and method statement, but here our subcontractor safe working method statement. So kind of they're the same. It's just a little bit more of the information. For example, next of kin is your spouse or friend. It's in case of injury to who you wish to be. The company will contact on your behalf to tell them, like, if you had some injury or some trauma. So we have also site supervisor will go to hospital and keep management informed. So just the last page, which contains, for example, this. I'm gonna zoom in now. The nearest hospital. It's just from our working site. As you can see here, is the Stratford. So the nearest is Homerton University Hospital. Alright, first aid. Here is just the name of the persons who are the first aiders. What they do hold. They hold, for example, first aid certificates, which I hold also. They don't have the defibrillator training, though. List the box location. Alright. I'm not actually well, I do, yeah. I have this 3-day first aid certificate, and it said that if you have ability, just try to use defibrillator for someone unconscious, because it's just more percentage that you can save the person's life. But I will not go deeper on it, because our topic is like another one. So just we're already almost finishing. Just I'm gonna show you just some control of hazardous substances, COSH. As you know, it's a dust from plasterboard, one of the most dangerous for us. Mastic, knauf mastic, fill and finish compound, metal spray. and that's it. It will be for cash hazardous substances, and we finished with our last documents. So hopefully this will be enough, because we covered like mainly all of the working systems, all of the way working documents. We got the copies from them, from our company, from our official documents. You know, we had a walk through them. So hopefully it will be enough. And then thank you for watching. Thank you very much, and good day. Yeah.